Welcome back to Flavored Enemy Tales of Ettore, episode 39. Whose side are we even on? Last we had left off, the artifact crew had recovered deep below Albaharan, deep below the oceans, and may or may not have encountered Doranzor and his forces. Whether or not that was a real, true thing that happened remains to be seen. Now they find themselves aboard a ship. This ship, the Loot, sails all the way to Douglas to return them to their friends. Now, as rain pours, thunder crackles, and waves crash and pound along the sides of the ship, we cut to Nito, Inoki, and Nikita. Below decks, you three are in a room together and trying to get some amount of rest after the harrowing experiences in Albaharan. You know that you should arrive in Douglas tomorrow evening, provided that the storm does in fact let up. As you all sit there, and you know that Cinna and Aurora are speaking across the hall in another room, and it's just you three. It hasn't really been just you three in a long time, but it is just you three. What are you doing?
Ryan, you're muted. I can hear you through the wall.
I've fucking pressed my microphone button like 8 times and it doesn't stick. I think I'm just checking Nikita out for any injuries, making sure that he's okay. Checking his armor, make sure everything fits properly, make sure the ballista
Yes,
is working.
I am good, little parent. Don't worry about me. I am ready to do business with Doranzor.
It's my job to make sure that you're ready, okay? So let me fuss about you, and then you can complain later when you're alive.
You forget that in Skalderen, Gnid and Ironbjorn hunt together as equals. You are not my caretaker. We are equals in this fight.
No, but I need to make sure that your armor is okay. Can you take care of your armor, or do you need my thumbs to do that?
Cursed thumbs.
Just don't worry, one day we'll get you some thumbs, okay? In fact, if everything goes fine, I tell you what, we'll get you Doranzor's thumbs. Sound good?
Sounds yummy.
And what about you? As I walk over towards Inoki, are you feeling any lingering burns or anything that I need to take care of?
The only lingering burns I feel are those of hatred and impatience.
Well, anger won't make the ship sail faster.
It could.
And as I say that, you can kind of notice that Nito's eyes kind of shift downward a little bit, like he's trying to more so talk to himself than to Inoki.
Anito, what's on your mind?
It happened again.
I'm lost. What happened again?
Doranzor took another city from us while we were there.
Oh,
A city that apparently I'm meant to protect. As Nito will summon the trident, you notice that the kind of the slick sheen of Nito's normally like kind of watery, moist looking skin kind of coalesces into his hand, and the form of a trident appears there. My grandma's and the Aquan both said that this meant that I'm this so-called king of the deep, but I can't even protect. I couldn't save anyone. We had to escape. We had to abandon an entire town of people that I'm supposed to be a guardian of, apparently.
Listen, you can't blame yourself for something that was already set in motion long before we arrived. I mean,
I can't keep failing, though.
Well, true. However, failing is one of the best ways to learn.
What did I learn this time? That I'm still not strong enough? After Daranzor burned down half of Skaldaren, I told myself I'd get stronger. After Boss Rai razed Cult, burned the entire city to the ground. You know what I did? I did nothing. Quincy had to go there and liberate my town.
You cannot hold yourself responsible for the crimes that these men brought upon the world.
No, but I should be holding them responsible for the crimes that they've committed, and I'm not doing that.
Not yet, you're not.
Then when?
Soon. It must be soon.
And what if soon doesn't happen?
It will.
Inoki,
It will.
how many times have we done this? We know that these spirals or links or whatever have gone on, 1,000+ times? And I have failed every time.
You know what, though? Everything comes to an end at some point.
And what if that something is me?
Can I get both of you to make dex saves, please?
$17 for Nito.
Okay.
The same.
You feel the ship rise and crest over a wave and drop hard as you can feel the size and swelling of the waves growing. You can feel the water shaking and rattling the boat as it's getting very, very hard to stand.
Nikita, are you alright? You're not gonna get seasick, are you?
Can you do something about these storms, Mr. King of the Deep?
I might be able to, actually, yeah.
Oh, wait, really? I was...
No, I might.
Joking.
I genuinely might be able to.
You wanna head out and see if we can do something about it?
Yeah, Nikita, will you be fine here? Are you gonna...
Yes, I will go and check in on Aurora and Senna.
Okay, make sure Senna's alright. She's important to us, and I'll look at... As I say that, I look at Inoki, make sure that... I kind of give them a little nod, knowing that that's kind of... their thing.
Just gonna blush, not say anything. Benito, just before we go, know this. Whatever comes next, you won't have to face it alone. We will be there beside you. And so will the others, too. We've got... I promise.
You just have to promise me that you'll be safe. I will. have more power now that I have this.
I'll do my best.
Looking at the trident, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't think that there's enough power in this trident alone to kill something like that fiend.
Maybe not, but it's a start. Come on, let's go see if this can stop a storm. Because if we can stop a storm, then who knows what else it can do.
And I think Nito will go to the door, and as he gets to the door, I will reach back and grab Inoki's hand like we did on the beach so many years ago in Margaritaville.
It sounds so trashy when you say it like that.
Tell me that's not what happened.
That's what happened, but it sounds so trashy when you say it like that.
This is your world, Vivs. We're just playing in it.
Okay.
And I'll open the door and I guess head up top.
Okay. Use the stairs.
I have to click the stairs.
You clicked the stairs too many times.
There we go.
Now just move. There you go.
And I'm looking for either Captain Kaipi or
Okay.
Grandma Boop.
All right. As you head up on top decks, the wind is pounding hard. You can hear the waves crashing up and through the tops of the ship and draining back out. You can hear the rain pounding down as the rain is pushing along sideways. You can feel the rain is actually, and the wind is pushing in the exact opposite direction that you're sailing. As you head up towards the captain's quarters, the captain's quarters where like the wheelhouse is, heading up to that portion of the ship. As you're moving away around there, you see Captain Kaipi up at the wheel, and she says, "Ah, hey Nito! Storm's picking up."
Yeah. About that, would you care for some help?
I'm not sure what it is you can do, but if you think you can do something...
Yeah, I might be able to do something. I can't quite do anything about the wind, but I might be able to help the ocean. Do you have any rope?
Rope? You mean, yeah. There's a spool over there with all the extra rope on it. Go ahead and grab whatever you need.
Great. I walk over there and I tie one end around my waist, and I secure another end to the firmest mast I can find.
Okay.
And I'm not diving in, but I'm gently kind of lowering myself down the side of the boat, just to where I can get a hand into the water.
All right. Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check.
Oh shit! Nope, I fall in.
What'd you get?
I got a nat 1.
So
I can breathe.
You crash into the waves below, having not secured the rope around your waist very well, as the rope kind of flaps up against the side of the ship as you crash into the ocean, and you feel the current pull you and drag you up underneath the ship. Well, here, that's going to be 13 slashing damage as you grated across the barnacles underneath the ship and find yourself on the other side of the ship.
Can I grab a hold of something on this ship?
Make an acrobatics check.
17?
Yeah, you managed to grab onto where the side of that side of the ship is. It's mostly smooth planks, but you managed to grab hold of a barnacle that's affixed to the side of the ship, cup your hand around it, and hold on as you're being
Sort of
drugged
like rock
behind.
climbing.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay. So what is the water doing, Mac? Like, is the water just super wavy?
You see the water is kind of crashing on the sides of the ship. There's big undercurrents underneath the ship. But why don't you go ahead and make me a nature check?
Okay. Natural day. 17. 16 on the die. Let's go.
Something is off about the ocean. It's like painted, almost like something is aggravating it.
Does it
Like-
feel similar to the water that I felt in Alba Heron when I went into the hole?
No, it feels old, much older. It feels like something is distorting it.
It's distorting. Alright. Okay. Well, then let's try to distort it back. I want to... I have this... I did. Okay, cool. Because I have a spell slot for it, instead of having to use an ability. But I do want to channel it through deep.
Okay.
I wish to cast the 3rd level spell Tidal Wave, starting from the front of the boat. It can be 30 feet long and 10 feet wide. So basically, I want to try to almost like cow catcher the boat with water
Okay.
and use it to kind of push away the waves in front of the boat.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and make me an Arcana check?
It's a 9.
So you try sculpting the water, and it feels like something is tugging against you, like you're playing tug of war with something else here that's able to manipulate the ocean. But you eventually manage to get it to where the ship kind of calms down a little bit, but not much.
Then I guess I try to make my way back up to the... Because I need to tell Captain Calliope this. I try to make my way back up to the top of the ship.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check because you're started climbing up.
11?
You're kind of slowly working your way up. You catch a hand grip, and the hand kind of slips, and you feel yourself kind of roll off to the side. You still have your left hand held, but your right hand kind of makes you swing back.
I'm just gonna Misty Step 30 feet up.
Go ahead and make a perception check, please.
15.
As you Misty step up, you kind of that quick elevation and looking out into the sea, you see the waves kind of pull inwards, and the ocean start to dip off in the distance to your northeast.
In which direction are we heading?
You are heading. So let's see.
Heading east?
Yeah, you're heading northwest.
Okay.
Mhm.
So then this is off to our 3 o'clock?
Yeah, 3:00.
Okay.
And as you're sitting there, you see that it's starting to dip, and you can feel the ship being pulled that direction.
Pulled away from where we're aiming.
Correct.
Okay. I rush up the stairs to try to find Captain Kaipi.
All right. So, you book it up the stairs towards Captain Kaipi, who is fighting the ship's wheel.
Captain.
Ah, Nito! What's going on?
Let go.
Let go!
Let's go over the wheel.
Why?
There's something controlling not just the water, but the wind. Possibly the storm itself. Trying to fight it is only going to make things worse for the ship. If we want the ship to arrive in one piece, turn it a little bit to the right and let it go.
You sure about this?
Absolutely not. But I give her a wink anyways.
Well, here's nothing. And as she lets go, you feel the ship lurch to the right. And as it does, on the front aft of your ship, you see lightning. And towering up, you can see rotting flesh, blue skin, and a long, stickly blade. And in its left hand, a bolt of lightning. You see, standing about 35 feet tall, towering above the ship. 35 feet above the waves, and you can see he's only up about his midsection, slowly rising even further. A storm giant, undead, in your path.
Is it standing in the water or on the boat?
In the water and rising slowly.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Fucking tits on a goddamn board, Vivian.
Oh, now I roll good. There's the Inoki rolls we love to see.
Hey, fuck you.
A 23 from Nito.
Slowly rolling all of their initiatives. Give me a second. I have to roll for the crew.
Nikita and Inoki both got a 7.
Okay.
I got a 19.
All right. Let's see here. See, Gamani, you got what?
A 19?
19. Inoki, you got
7.
all right. Nito, you got
23.
all right. Oh yeah, and Trover, you got
13.
okay. And as you feel the ocean lurch around you, and you see that Captain Kaipi grabs the wheel again and tries to yank in the opposite direction, away from the storm giant, the undead storm giant. As she's like, Nito, take care of it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Right on it, Captain.
And you feel yourself slowly pulling in one direction. Nito, you're up. The storm's kind of whipping around you. It's violently windy as lightning's flashing in the air, and you see this undead storm giant, this living being of lightning and undeath, directly off for the ship, and standing there looking like a bouncer, just like keeping you away from any amount of tract of ocean behind him. And you know that if he gets too close to the ship, he'd be able to cleave that ship and sink it.
Alrighty, well then. I'll take a small step here.
Okay.
Creature, why have you brought us here? Do you wish to talk, to parley in some sense, or are you mere guardian of some sort?
I have been tasked with keeping you from Douglas. So here is where your ship shall sink.
Well, I disagree with that. So
Well,
here's what we're going to do.
then the depths shall have you.
How far away is he from the ship?
He is. You can use the thing too. From the front of the ship,
Okay, there he
boop,
is.
boop, 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 boop. He is.
He's a good distance.
Yeah, he is what?
80 feet, approximately 70 feet.
Yeah, about 80 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna DM you something as part of one of the things I can do.
Okay.
And I need to know how wide I can make this.
Okay. So it is 5 feet wide. It's essentially enough for you to be able to walk through.
Okay, so it's not enough to really do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then. That could be fun. That could also be fun. That could be fun. Let's do that, actually. I'm going to use... So I'm going to absorb the trident back into my skin.
Okay.
For the +5 AC bonus real quick. Pull out my Chenkum, and I'm going to use the Chenkum's ability to commune with nature.
Okay.
And I am basically going to reach out to the ocean as far as I can.
So as soon as you try to commune with nature and you feel that connection to the water, you hear the sound of. It sounds like some kind of dying monster just overloading your audio processors, as you can hear the sounds of the wave whipping around you, and you can hear this entity, this wraith, this ghost of the Tempest, and you know its name. Charybdis.
Oh, I don't like that name. Me, Ryan, doesn't like that name.
As it's cutting you off from everything, it's tainting the water around you violently.
You would bring Scylla and Charybdis into this. This is not good. This is... And I look up at the Stormtrooper, so you're not the one doing this. You still need help controlling these waters. You are just a mere puppet, aren't you?
And you're just fish food.
No, fish are friends, not food.
Damn it, Ryan.
Do I have any of my actions to attack, or was the communing with nature?
Communing with nature, it kind of,
Okay.
before you, like, when you were trying to get it out, it, like, bounced back hard.
Gotcha.
So you still have an action, or your movement.
Okay, move. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to move just a little bit further. And then what I want to do with my action is I'm going to use one of the charges on my bow to shoot one of the ice arrows.
Okay.
At him.
Okay.
It's a 21.
A 21.
Yes. I don't necessarily care if I hit as much as if I miss. I'm trying to aim in front of him. I'd like to miss short.
A
if possible.
21 will hit.
Okay. I want to try to hit him like right in the waist, kind of where he's walking, so that way when the ice arrow hits it, it maybe freezes the water a little bit.
Okay.
So for damage, that's going to be, and I'm going to mark him as my favorite foe. So that's going to be 12 plus 3d4, 6 for 18 damage.
18 damage. Got it.
Alright, and then I'm going to try to shoot him with a second regular arrow, I guess.
All right.
24
That'll hit.
for another 7.
7 damage. Got it. As you can see, he's holding steadfast. You see that he's not the one to worry about. He's keeping you from sailing away.
Yeah. Listen, there's more to life, or I guess unlife, than being a servant of Daranzor. He seeks to destroy everything.
Does he?
He will eventually destroy you. Let us pass. We don't need to be enemies.
I was a servant of the Aquan and Teazade. I guarded ports and bays from sea monsters. When I died by pirates' hands, either one of them could bring me back. But neither did. I stayed. My bones a skeletal coral reef, right where you sail. Only Daranzor gave me life.
He didn't give you life. He gave you servitude.
And with that, it's up to the up to Captain Kaiapi as she's trying desperately to pull to the left to get away from all of this stuff. Let's give her a roll for her ship. and you see that she's desperately tugging, and the ship kind of pulls a little bit more to the left. No. Here we go. And it pulls just a little bit more to the left. And that will bring us to Aurora. I think Aurora is going to see if she actually notices the commotion going on upstairs. So you see, Aurora kind of just hurries out the door, desperate to meet up with her friends and help, having heard the words of the storm giant outside. And runs all the way up to you, Inoki. Says, "Yeah, what's going on, Inoki? I heard someone threatening us."
Oh yeah, we've been threatened. A big, giant, ugly thing in the water, or that away. Can you kill it?
Well, I can certainly try. And she spent her action to dash, but let's see if she's got any bonus actions. She is going to just pull out her staff and get ready for her next turn. And that brings us to Grandma Boop. As the ship's starting to pull, she's like, "Flat to your stations! Man the guns! Load them! We got a giant to sink!" Come on, you're up.
How far away is this giant
So
from me?
You're near.
Like, where am I?
You're near the front of the ship. You're right here.
Yeah. And okay, and that is the front of the, I don't know, boats. It's fine.
So yeah, the tip of the ship is up those stairs right there. So you have to just like work your way up the stairs towards the tip of the ship, and you'd be as close as you can get without getting off the ship.
And how close is that to the fuck off giant?
Yeah, if you were to get all the way up there, you would be about 85 feet away.
Damn.
If you got to the top of the front of the ship.
All right. Well, I am in fact going to... No, you know what? What is it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't even have to move. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the giant.
Okay. All right.
Does a 29 hit?
29 will hit.
Oh, come on. For 2 damage. That's disappointing.
All right. As you fire this bolt into this thing, this black, sickly energy kind of shoots out of your hand towards it and fires off. You see Syncrosi on your hip. You see your blade glow softly as you hear a voice in your head. Now's your chance, little one. Prove yourself. As wings sprout from your back, you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed.
Glorious. I'm gonna study my wings as well as I can, and kind of chuckle as I withdraw Syncruci from the sheath, and I'm gonna lift up into the air and use my now I'm gonna use my movement speed to go as far as I can.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, now it's on. And that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Wait, did you shoot your second beam?
Oh, no, I didn't! What? Y'all,
Almost forgot about the second beam.
I forgot about the second beam. Thank you. Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit.
Let's go for better damage this time. Yes! That'll be an 8 damage.
Okay. As Syncruci hums
Second
in
beam,
your
best
hand, as the black energy shoots from your hand, Syncruci hums as it can feel the life force of an elemental of lightning being drained away.
Glorious.
All right. You see that several of the crew start heading down below decks towards the cannons. Let's see here.
Oh, wait! As a bonus action, I'm going to enter my rage.
Love it.
What does
Alright.
Gamani's rage look like? I don't know if I've
Well,
seen you.
Gamani's getting angry because there's water on her brand new boots.
Listen, this salt is doing nothing for my complexion.
All right. You feel not only are you being pulled in, but Charybdis is gliding towards you. As you can see, this maelstrom just whirling out of control, and you can see these ghostly spectral teeth in the center of it as it shrieks at you. And you can hear its energy as it begins to pull you in. As the ship keels, I need everyone to make a DC 18 strength saving throw if you are above deck. If you are on the top deck.
Am I technically above deck?
You are. You were right by where Gamani was.
That's a fail for Nito.
The chonky dragon has come to eat my dice. The natural fucking 20.
Didn't you say Nikita came up on top of deck with you?
No, I thought you said Nikita stayed below with Senna.
I did, but then I think Anoki brought Nikita up.
Nikita's
I
currently
did not
stuck in the
intentionally.
ceiling.
Yeah, because Leaf broke them.
Oh yeah, you were having trouble with Foundry.
Okay, I'll put Nikita back.
Thank you.
Come on.
I was trying to test out the stairs earlier, and the stairs decided that they hate me.
Right now, Nikita's in stairways again.
Oh, all right. What everyone get in a saving throw?
19.
All right, success.
Not enough from Nito.
Monty got a 13. These wings are tough.
You have advantage because you're raging, don't you? Or is it, no, that's just on strength checks, I think. Is it on
Yeah, I
saving
think it's
throws?
just on. No, I think it's just on checks.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't played a barbarian in forever. Oh no, it is on saving throws. It is on saving throws.
I Strength saving throws. Holy shit. Well, let's try this shit again.
Hey, Aurora got a 19.
I had a very delicious natural 20.
Ew. That was even worse. Or no, that was only slightly better at a 14.
Oof.
These wings are tricky.
These wings are made for walking.
Oh, one of those sailors is dying.
Shut up, Nito.
That's just what they'll do.
One of these days, these wings are gonna walk all over you.
Okay, so for those of you who failed, who was that? That was Nito, Gamani, Anoki. What'd you get?
Natural 20.
Okay, so you're good. So Nito and Gamani and one of the pirates, you feel the wind kind of pull you as you're lurched towards Charybdis and beat alongside by chunks of wood from different shipwrecks, rocks and coral, as well as a few fish. As you're just bludgeoned by the wind as you're being pulled in towards Charybdis. So it's going to be 40 feet. So it's going to be 32 damage for each of you. That's bludgeoning, and that's bludgeoning and acid.
How much of it is bludgeoning? Because I have resistance to
Let's see
bludgeoning.
here. That was 12 bludgeoning and 20 acid.
So 26 total after we have the bludgeoning. Yeah?
Alright, that's where you get pulled. That's where you get pulled. And you... He just gets pulled over to the side of the ship. As you all are pulled inwards towards Charybdis, you get bludgeoned and bludgeoned and bludgeoned, and you feel like the wind is pulling you, and you are getting pushed down towards Charybdis itself. You are still flapping through the air as we head on to the next turn. Let's see where this sailor's at. So the sailor's gonna get to his gun. Sailor, get to his gun. Trover, you're up.
Am I sitting on the crate? Like, where am I?
That's like a hatch going below.
So I'm just sitting there.
Yeah, that's where you were when this whole thing started. And you see the winds whipping on you, the waves are crashing up over. You can hear the screeching of Charybdis off in the distance. You can see the crackling of the lightning and hear the booming of the thunder coming from the undead storm giant off the fore of the ship. And you can hear Captain Calliope desperately trying to pull the ship out of the way of them.
So
And
I rolled
additionally, Gamani and Nito both flew right past you, so you saw them get pulled off the ship by the winds and Charybdis.
So first things first, seeing them being pulled over, I do a wisdom saving throw because memories of the Tempest hit. Is there anything from any of my previous lives that helped me in this particular moment that I can do?
Make a insight check.
Come on. That is a modified 20.
Modified 20. Okay. You recognize this giant. This storm giant in life, a long time ago, was a servant of the Aquan and Theazide who would guard bay towns and ports from sea monsters so that they would have a place that they would be safe from the dangers of the sea. But he would always request a sacrifice for his efforts from the sailors, and it would always be a like a meal for his his pet. You don't really remember the details of what the pet was. You think it was something like a cow, but in the ocean with like bull horns, maybe. But you don't really remember the details of that. However, that thing, that his pet, was killed by a set of pirates on a drunken night, and so he slew the entire port town. And when he was killed by a sea monster in a battle, the Aquan and the Azade agreed to not bring him back as penance. However, you do know that from your experience, he is prideful, he is vain, and if challenged to one-on-one combat, he would honor it.
Knowing that Trover's just going to kind of mentally look over his sword to both, picture the swords over his shoulder, and I'm going to go straight to the front of the deck of the ship.
Okay.
And I'm going to scream as loud as I can. I challenge you. I challenge you! And that is all I'm going to do.
You hear the winds start to die down as you see that he looks over at Charybdis, and Charybdis calms slightly, maintaining control over Gamani and Nito so they can't get back to the ship, like pulling still at them, but not at everybody else. As the wind howls slightly and the rain pours down, he stands atop the water.
You know,
And- What?
you know it's kind of impossible for me to currently walk on water. So you kind of have an advantage. And I'm partially monk, but I'm not that high enough yet. But do you accept the challenge?
You would challenge me.
Do you not remember me?
You would
Alistair.
challenge Colosian.
Alistair
Thornbreaker.
von Clyde.
If it isn't the scourge of the Cerulean,
Nice to see you again.
come and taste my blade, pirate.
Again, you have the advantage. I can't exactly walk on water now, can I?
Have you tried?
I'm gonna... How far is the water?
It's about 35 feet below.
Oh, I can make that. I'm going to just hop off the deck, but before I do, I'm going to look over my shoulder straight at Inoki.
All right. As you hop off the edge, plummet towards the water. Inoki, you're up.
Fuck shit. We're all gonna die and be away. Everybody's got time. Fuck. Let me just. Fuck. Well, I guess all I can do is move and then bonus action dash because I can't do anything from this distance. Let me
Okay.
just- Let me just figure out exactly how far I can move. Hold on. Cool. trying to get Foundry to do the thing. Cool. I'm just moving forward so that way I can get within range of attempted murder. And that's gonna be it.
Okay.
And yes, me yelling at everybody was canon. That was Inoki, not Leaf.
You see Colosian looks at you, Trover, as you hit the water and your feet stop, softly cushioned, as you hover right at the top.
That's new.
So, Alistair von Clyde,
Yes.
what are the rules of our engagement?
Each of us pick a weapon.
And I'm gonna point to the weapons on my back.
I have two. You get to pick, and I get to pick yours. I can pick any weapon for you, and you can pick the two for me. Because you have, I don't know how many you have on you, I've kind of forgotten.
You see he's got a bolt of lightning in one hand and a sickly looking sword in the other.
So, I'll pick one of your two, you pick one of mine,
Very well.
and we go blow for blow.
I choose your Makohiro.
I'm gonna pull it off my back. And I'm gonna stare at the news.
You know this thing's been around.
You see it's humming. The Makohito's humming, as you can see several names glowing. As it now dawns on you, they died in a storm much like this one. Much like this one.
And as soon as that dawns on me, you can see my eyes, and there is hints of red where it looks like I've been crying.
And now you choose. Will you die by the blade or the storm?
You know, I've always said, if I have to go, it's gonna be by the sun. So I think take your blade.
And I'm just gonna start walking towards this giant.
Very well.
And you see he tosses the lightning bolt off of his side towards where Nito's at. I'm gonna roll at disadvantage for Nito because it is his turn. So actually, no, it's a dex saving throw. You have to make a dex saving throw, Nito, but you have
Okay.
advantage.
Okay.
What was that?
That was 2 natural ones.
What? I'm looking at it and I still don't believe it.
As you are watching the skirmish go on, and you look to the right as you see this bolt of lightning head and it hit you dead center in the chest.
Thank goodness I absorbed it deep, otherwise I'd be in trouble.
It's gonna be 60 lightning damage.
Oh, I'm out.
As
Oh, no.
you feel this electricity burn through you as you start to sink below the waves.
That was when you roll 2 nat ones. That's like my 4th nat one of the night.
You
Yeah.
feel You feel the cerulean sea cradling you, holding you, weeping for you, as the light of the storm above fades, and you sink deep, deep below. Colosian looks at you after having thrown his lightning, brandishing his sword, and moves on you, Trover. Let's see. That's going to be... Doesn't have the damage in here. Dumb. That's going to be... No, it's not. Damn it. Where are you at? You didn't drop down here. See, you dropped. Where are you at, Trover? Come on. You dropped right there.
Hello?
There we go. You see, he swings his great sword directly at you.
Give me a second. My computer crashed and I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm pulling up D&D, but I don't know why, but my tower just shut off. I don't know what happened.
That sucks. Jeez.
Okay. Over. Okay. Computer's coming back on, but I've got my thing pulled up. Okay. Swinging at me.
For some reason, the thing's not working. So that's going to be a 23 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
As starts cleaving down on you with the sword. That's going to be 27 slashing damage as he carves right in the front of your chest with his sword.
You call that a slash?
This is where you die, pirate scum.
You know, the number of times I've had someone say that to me. And on my face, there is pure. It is not pain from the cut, just pure sadness and anger crossing my face at the same time. And I'm still here. These ones aren't. As I'm gonna swing my Makuita with both hands at this giant.
All right. It's not your turn yet. That was the end of its turn.
Well, I know, but that's gonna be what I'm doing.
Okay. Nito, can I get you to make a death save, please? Please DM me the results.
I did a private roll on.
Okay, good.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're sinking below the blackness around you. And you hear a heartbeat.
Boom, boom.
And as it beats, you can see off somewhere in the distance a orange light, like a streak in the blackness.
Boom, boom.
It gets closer, and you can see it swimming.
Boom, boom.
It swirls around your back,
Boom, boom.
and you can see it out of the corner of your eye. A dragonfish.
Boom, boom.
Hello again.
It tilts its head at you.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, I failed pretty spectacularly this time. Again.
You see it nuzzles your hand.
Maybe the Aquan was wrong. Maybe I'm not meant to be this king of the deep.
As you say that, you see where it's nuzzling your hand. A tiny, spiraling typhoon in the center of your palm.
Boom, boom.
The dragonfish looks at you and begins to swim away as you feel the powerful currents at your fingertips.
There's just so many better choices. But the heartbeat I feel, is that coming from the dragonfish or is that coming from this typhoon?
Coming from the water around you. The inky blackness around you. It's eerily still. Back above deck, you can hear the wind pounding. You can see the rain crashing down. You can smell the salt brine kicked up. And you can smell the burning of flesh from lightning strikes. As the ship gets pulled away from Charybdis, slowly.
I will hear that heartbeat around me. Take a deep breath and try to slow my own heartbeat to match. To see if I can be in tune with the heartbeat of the ocean around me.
Okay. As we catch back upstairs, Aurora looks over at you, Inoki, as you're running, says, "All right, I'm not sure if this is going to help at all, but here," as she casts a spell on you, you feel your feet start to get pulled up just a little bit, Inoki, off the ground, as you're now skipping along the air, as little white discs appear underneath your feet as you're walking and running.
I'm gonna try to hold back the panic from my voice and say, what? What the? Thank you.
Sure, kick their ass for me.
Oh, I
that-
will.
Gamani, that brings us up to you. You can make a strength saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Remember, you're at advantage.
Oh, yeah. Heyo, 23.
As you flap your raven wings, you break free from the windy control of Charybdis as you regain your ability to move.
Beauty. And how far from me is this giant?
The giant from you is about 90 feet.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move 40 feet towards the giant.
Okay.
And in in typical Gamani fashion, I'm gonna huck a hand axe at his head.
How close are you moving to it?
The classic.
40 feet.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Let's go, hand axe. Oh, that's a 12.
That'll miss. As it
Well, then I'm
tinks,
gonna.
it tinks off his helmet, he looks over at Trover.
What happened to honorable combat?
And Kamani's just gonna shout out, I made no deal.
That is true. The deal was between you and me. Whatever she does is between her and you. I'm battling you. And Trover's not exactly doing anything other than looking at this giant.
Alright, Gamani, you still have the rest of your action. Anything else?
I'm gonna huck my other hand axe at him.
Alright, roll to hit.
Uh, 15?
That'll miss.
Does taking a potion count as an action?
That is a bonus action.
Cool. As a bonus action, I'm going to pull out one of my potions of superior healing, and I'm gonna drink it.
Okay. That'll bring us up to Charybdis. So immediately on its turn, because you're in its vicinity, Nito, that's going to be a fail on a death save. Because it does damage just by being hit. Because you're basically in him right now. And
They're
is going
pretty
to
far away, aren't they?
Huh?
I'm still pretty far away from them, aren't I?
When you dropped, you got pulled in. I just didn't
okay.
move you. Yeah, because you have to actively fight against it.
Okay. There we go.
And so going to move. And then Gamani, Inoki, Aurora, and the captains, you all need to make your strength saves again against Charybdis.
Well, if I'm not the only one fighting, then she can fight too.
So 25 this time.
That's a success.
I got a bitch ass 9 this time.
Alright. Let's roll for... That's not a success for Aurora. Man, these sailors are rolling pretty high. That one failed. As winds pick up violently, and you all feel yourselves getting drug in. As you hear Charybdis, and you guys get pulled in towards it. And come on, that. I'm going to, let's see here, damage. So if you failed, you're going to take this much damage. 24 total. That's going to be 9 bludgeoning and 15 acid. If you succeeded, you're going to take half that. Who failed?
Anoki failed.
All right, Inoki and that one bandit right there. So you're going to get pulled 40 feet. That's 5, 10, 15, 20.
And I was busy being gay. I missed how much damage are we taking?
That's going to be 24 total damage.
Sick. Apologies and thank you.
All right. As Charybdis swirls and whirls and lashes out at all of you, pulling you in, you can feel the waves crashing. Inoki, you get pulled just off the side of the ship, crashing into the water below. And that'll bring us up to Trover. You're up. You're muted, Trover. You there, Trover? Oh no, did Trover die?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Apparently I had to leave stage and come back. But how close am I to the giant?
You were like melee combat.
So it's right in front of me.
It's right in front of you. You're the only thing in between it and the ship.
I'm not losing anything else, even if it costs me everything.
You're losing everything. Colossian will send you to the depths.
I lost her, and I lost them.
And I'm gonna swing the sword.
Roll to hit.
That is 16 for the first
16. A 16 will hit. Does not have a high armor class.
I'm gonna roll for the second hit before I do damage.
Okay.
The second one does not hit because that's an 8.
Yeah, that'll miss.
For the first one, that is 5 damage, and at this point, you can see on Trover's face he doesn't care who's listening.
How much damage was that?
5.
Okay.
3,000. You have no idea what that means. The number of times I've seen people die, lost. I'm done with it. Your Uzi master can't stop it this time. Even if it costs me myself, I'm helping them finish this.
And I'm going to bonus action Fury of Blows.
All right.
That is 15, so it...
That will miss.
I can't... Can I do another key point to try again?
You know what? I'll roll a cool it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That is a modified 1.
That'll hit.
Max damage for 9.
Okay.
I don't care who's listening. So, the gods, the demons, even your master. I'm done losing people.
There is no one else you will lose. Because you will be the one who's gone.
Inoki, you're up.
I'm just gonna smile.
So, Anoki's in the water, and
Being pulled towards Charybdis.
I'm very much hating the water and trying not to fucking panic. Am I still like right beside the boat, or is it?
Yeah,
a ways
you're
off?
you're right beside the boat.
Cool. What's it gonna take to try and scale up this fucking boat in the water?
Well, you're actively getting pulled away, so unless you can like reach out with something, because you're too far away for your hand, so you're gonna have to reach out and grab it with something.
What kind of distance are we talking though?
Probably about 7 feet.
Cool. Then I want to attempt to activate my Kusarigama of the Moon, and I want to use it as I want to sink the blade into the side of the boat so I can.
Are you like scorpioning your way up into the boat?
Yes, that is very much the plan.
All right, make an attack roll with the Kisu.
Sick. Okay.
If you miss the fucking boat,
It's 7 feet away. I'm gonna be pissed. How's a 22 sound?
You duck the Kusu right at the top of the boat, and it sinks perfectly in and anchors. And I get you to make me an acrobatics check, please.
Bet your fucking ass. No. God damn it. This is gonna be a 2. Or sorry, not a 2, a 5.
You sink it in there perfectly. It is the most gorgeous Kusu throw possible. As it sinks into there, you grab it and you go to pull yourself up, and you immediately get whoosh, pulled right to the side of the boat, and you're just pop, 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 hitting the side of the boat repeatedly.
Just cursing in like every fucking language I know with each impact against the side of the ship.
All right. But you can slowly use your movement to kind of pull your way up. It's just going to take a long time to get up there. That'll bring us up to Colosian. So Colosian sees everything that's going on right now, and he swings down with his sword with his right hand, reforms the lightning in his left, and chucks it at the center of the boat. So first for the great sword. That is a 23 to hit.
It
Sure.
hits.
And 25 slashing damage as he just brings it down violently on top of you.
It's still a look of sadness and anger, but there's a smile.
I thought this battle was between you and I.
And then you brought your friends into it.
I didn't bring her. She brought herself. That's why I figured you had the storm used fighting the ship. Where's your honor? Where's your pride? I thought you agreed one-on-one. And that's what I'm doing. What everybody else does is on them. That's their honor.
Don't speak of honor to me, pirates.
I wasn't only a pirate. I was a lumberjack, a father, a husband, a mother, a sibling. There are thousands of lives I've lived. And every single one of them, I've lost the ones I love. And she is not here, and there's a reminder that it hurts.
Well,
So I'm going
then I'll do you a
honor I have
favor
left.
and send you to her.
And that's going to be a dex saving throw for. That's going to be a dex saving throw for. Let's see, Aurora, Captain, and this sailor here. a fail. Captain. That's a fail. And the sailor. That's a fail. As the lightning strikes, you see the ship erupt into flames. As Aurora goes down. Captain Calliope is barely staying conscious at the ship's wheel. And the two other sailors become incinerated. As the ship starts to erupt in flames. And you all realize that this is bad, really bad now. At first you maybe you had a chance. You had the ship and you had your allies and everything, but your allies are dropping like flies, and ship's in flames. And Nito, can I get you to make me another death save, please? You feel the waters around you swirling.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
You feel your hands cold and spiraling.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
And you hear a voice in the deep unknown. Will you save them?
I don't have a choice, do I?
Everyone has a choice. You can give up now. Rest. You have lived an exciting life, more than most do. You can die here. Move on to a peaceful afterlife. It's
But you
painless.
see, that's the thing. I didn't care to have an exciting life. I didn't start this adventure wanting to be exciting. I merely wanted to collect stories, and honestly, those stories haven't finished yet, so what kind of writer would I be if I left my book only half finished?
Life is a whirlwind.
Yeah, I know something about that one. My paramour is something of a tornado themselves.
They may be my tornado, but you shall be my typhoon. Rise, if you so choose, Nido Ademi, Charybdis. As you all see Charybdis concave into itself, fold inwards as the waters erupt forward, and you see Nido shoot out of the water. Nido, you regain all of your hit points. In addition, the main thing that you're capable of now is within 100 feet of you, if an entity is connected to water, you are able to move it towards you up to 60 feet.
The creature?
Anything.
Anything.
Anything that is connected to water, you can pull it towards you 60 feet. This is the main thing at the moment. You'll figure more out later.
I'd be sticking to the water.
You'll figure more out later.
I'd be sticking to the water.
You'll figure more out later.
Well, then,
It is now your turn.
let's take it for a test drive, shall we? Oi! Big fucker! You with the lightning.
Huh?
He kind of turns towards you and sees Charybdis gone.
What have you?
See, I tried warning you, didn't I, that we could have solved this peacefully? Remember that? Remember that conversation we had?
There is no peace for you, fish. Only death.
You're gonna need to make an addendum to that, how you talk to me. That's kingfish to you. Now, be a good subject and come here, and I will drag him 60 feet closer to me.
All right. As he pulled away, that's going to get an opportunity attack from first Trover and then Gamani.
I am gonna just swing the Mako wheel. That is a natural 20 for 26.
Oh my God! Roll percentage.
Fuck them all!
Like Trover's like,
And you're swinging it two-handed too, ain't you?
is Nito floating? That's 43. So yeah, that's dual-handed. So that's 1d10 plus 2. 43 was the thing.
That's double damage.
Double damage, so that's 18 with this glowing Mako Weedle in my hands.
Nito, you're flying.
How much
Falling with
damage?
grace, some might say.
How much damage was that?
So for double damage, it'd be 18.
Okay. As he is then pulled across your field of view, Gamani, you have your attack of opportunity as well.
Which I will, of course, be making. And I'm going to slash at him with Sinklusi.
Okay. You do have an advantage on this attack.
18.
That'll hit.
And none of it's like extra stuff matters until I'm
Until you're attuned.
to it, right?
Correct,
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Just checking.
How much
And
damage?
that's going to be a formidable 7 damage.
Okay. Got it.
Did you include your rage bonus?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
We really gotta get you attuned.
A formidable 2.
That was your bonus action, Nito. So it's still your turn.
For my movement, I'm just gonna, I guess, float a little bit.
You're basically able to just use the water to propel you.
Yeah. Now, as I said earlier, I'm Nito, King of the Deep. Kneel before me, and I will pull the trident out of me, and I will use its ability to control water to part the water right where the giant is standing.
All right. You said you're using the part water.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna make that. Nat 20.
Balls.
You see it parts, and he you see his foot sink forward, and he drops his left foot into the hole, and then skids it back out to ride the part back out, as he looks at you and says,
There is no king over me. You are just a fish.
You're already a servant to Darnzor. I can tell you, serving me will have much greater benefits.
You see the crew slowly putting out the fires up on the ship, pushing water, shooting buckets, using magic, whatever they can to help put out the water. You see Aurora casting magic, trying to heal up some of the wounded crew. And that brings us to you, Gamani. As you are 30 feet away from this guy right now.
Beautiful. I'm going to fly at him. And I'm gonna try and stab him with some cruci.
Okay.
That'll be a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
An unnatural 20.
That'll hit.
Lovely. That's 11 damage.
11 damage. Got it.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna stab him again.
Roll to hit.
Can I attack recklessly
Yes, you can.
to get advantage?
Yep.
Nice. 26.
That'll hit.
Again with the... Oh no, that's not. Just kidding. I thought it was max damage again. It's not. It's only 9. 9 damage.
9 damage. Got it.
That's stupid. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Trover.
This giant is now how far away from me?
He is 65 feet.
Oh shit, wait. Can I forgot I have action surge.
Yeah, you can action search real quick.
Yeah?
You do that while
Sorry, Trevor.
that's fine. I'm gonna do some shenanigans.
Alright. A 22
That'll hit.
and a 16.
That'll hit as well.
Nice. So damage is going to be 8
Okay.
and 6.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm done.
All right, Trover, that's up to you.
So, if I remember correctly, I can use a key point for Step of the Wind,
That's correct.
which will double my distance. But that's a dash. So I'm going to use a key point, and as roughly as quietly as I can, I'm gonna dash right up behind this giant.
Well, if you're using your key point for Step of the Winds, you won't have to use the dash. You can just use your movement and Step of the Winds.
Okay, so I'm basically gonna use the Step of the Winds to get behind this person.
Yep.
Since I'm behind this person, doesn't that mean this would be a sneak attack?
This is a sneak attack because you are flanking as well.
And that also means, since I'm sneak attacking, I can use Wails of the Grave, correct?
Whales of the Grave, I believe, only works on an entity that's not the target that you're hitting.
Yeah, it's a secondary target.
Has to hit a secondary target.
Yeah.
It's good for groups.
Well, I'm going to swing the Makarita with both hands
Okay.
and add the sneak attack damage. But I'm going to be doing 2 hits. Let's see. For the first one, that's 14, so that misses. This one, which that does not hit me. That neither weapon. I can't.
You rolled with advantage on both of those, right?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you have
Well,
advantage
hold on.
because you're flanking.
Well, for the first one with advantage, that'd be 14. This would be the second hit. Let's see, that'd be 14. So both with advantage would be 14.
Yeah, so you missed either way.
It's still sadness and anger on my face, so that I'm not exactly paying attention.
All right, Anoki. You pull yourself up over the side of the ship and up on top deck. And you can see an odd sight. You see Aurora laying on the floor, unconscious and bleeding out. Burns all up her arms. And you can also see Aurora going around and healing multiple different allies that are here, like bleeding out and burned and whatnot. And it confuses the fuck out of you. What do you do?
Completely confused. My eyes are going to dart back and forth between the two. First question: how far apart are the two Auroras?
So the Aurora who you see is down is about about 70 feet away from you, and the Aurora who is still up and around healing people is a little bit behind that, up near the captain.
Okay. I'm gonna try and call out to the Aurora that is doing. Wait, hold on. Actually, no. Before that, do I notice any differences between the two
Make a
besides
perception check.
the obvious? Okay. If I can remember button. 13.
The one who is dying is wearing white, and the one who is healing is wearing blue.
Do I know significance and her colors?
You have no idea. Like you I don't think Anoki's seen this before.
Player realization that character doesn't realize. I hate it. I hate it.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
So I'm not suffering internally. So Inoki is going to. He's also going to perish. Fuck. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm panicking. So, which is very correct. Okay. So, in my confusion, I'm going to start to call out to the Aurora that's close by the captain. Realize it's going to be probably ineffective.
Yeah, it's way too loud and windy, and lightning is crashing too loud that your voice is just lost in the noise.
So instead, I'm going to do the one thing that is still, even after all these years, rather strange for Inoki to do. Instead of heading towards the combat, I'm going to try and save my companion. You said that the downed Aurora is 70 feet?
70 feet.
70 feet. Okay, let me double check one of my fun little spells real quick. Okay, so I have yet to fuck with the spell, so I need to run it past you, see if it's a possibility.
Okay.
Okay, so the bloom part of Wither and Bloom, if I get up close enough, can I use the bloom side of that spell to heal the downed Aurora a little bit?
For Wither and Bloom?
Mm-hmm. Just because I'm looking at the spell description. It says that in addition, one creature of your choice in that area can spend and roll one of its unspent hit dice and regain a number of hit points.
No, so somebody that's unconscious can't roll hit dice.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, then let me take a look at one other thing. Okay, so then... Fuck, there you go. If I bonus action dash, I then cannot cast a spell, correct?
So you have bonus action dash because you're rogue, so you can move your movement, use your bonus action to dash, and use your action to cast a spell.
Sick. Okay. I always forget how that works. Then I'm gonna do that then. So I am going to close that distance with my movement, bonus action dash, and then I'm going to use my Cure Wounds, courtesy of my Kusarigama, to attempt to heal the downed Aurora. And that's only first level. So when I get up to the downed Aurora, we're going to try not to panic at the sight of her. And then I'm just going to very gently lay my hand that's holding the Kusarigama on her shoulder and say, "Come on, Aurora. I don't know what's going on right now, but you can't die on me." And that's going to be... hold on. A total of 8 healing.
Alright, so you place the Kusarigama, you channel the divine energy into it. You feel your energy diving into it. You can see bits of moss, moonlit moss growing on the ground underneath Aurora. As you can see, the Aurora who's up healing on the side kind of looks over at you, and you see her starting to become transparent. That'll bring us up to Colosian's turn.
Hang on a second. I forgot everything you did, and I was trying to babble at you.
Sure.
Can you, because I just remembered that I have inspiration, how does that work again? Is that like an advantage on whatever, or?
It's an inspiration die, so it can kind of like be added to particular roles and stuff like that. I will drop this link to you so that you can read it. It doesn't really apply here, but you can use it for your next turn.
Okay, yeah, no, I was only asking about it now because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to use it for actually heals for Aurora.
As you see, like, Aurora slowly starting to the one that's still standing slowly starting to fade away and become more transparent, as the one that Inoki is leaning over is currently just bleeding out. That will bring us to Colosian. So Colosian swings violently with his sword back behind him at the two that are poking at his ankles. So, and that's because the way he's swinging, he's going to hit Gamani instead of Trover. So, that will be a 28 to hit Gamani. I presume that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
As you feel a great sword pull right across your chest. This be 31 slashing damage.
Ew.
Remember, you're raging, so it's halved.
It's still mean.
Yeah, of course.
That's what she cares about.
And then Nito, you're
Why do you
in
think it's
range, so
bad?
he is going to violently chuck the lightning bolt directly at you. It's gonna be a dex saving throw.
I can't roll for shit tonight. That's a 3 for an 11.
Fantastic. As lightning blows up in the water, it's be 53 damage. As electricity just arcing everywhere, as he is furious at your attempt to try to get him to kneel.
You will die. All of you. You will become the new reef.
And that'll bring us up to you, Nito.
Cool. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to use a bonus action. Use 4 out of my 5 Balm of the Summer Court die. Real quick.
And so you're activating the Balm of the Summer Court.
Yes.
As you feel this energy from the Balm of the Summer Court kind of pull into you, you see a dolphin just kind of skip across your field of view. It's a, hey man, it hits the water.
Welcome back. What are you doing on the material plane?
Nah, heard you needed help. As it jumps in front of you, and you see it shift mid-air so that you're able to mount it as it grows in size to a large creature.
I recognize this dolphin, right?
You do.
Okay.
This is the dolphin you hung out with in Arcadia.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, that's very much appreciated.
Its speed is 100 feet, and it's capable of jumping 30 feet out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to move as you want.
Cool. Well, the king does as the king wishes.
Mhm.
And I am going to look at this giant. You've used that sword of yours to hurt my friends quite a bit. Drop it. And I'm going to cast Heat Metal on the sword at 4th level.
Okay. What's the saving throw?
There is not one.
I hate heat metal.
Any creature in physical contact with the object takes, in this case, 4d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. Until the spell ends, I can use a bonus action to have it happen again. If the creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop it and drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
I love it.
So 12 fire damage.
I don't love it. And it's gonna make con save, right?
It's gonna make a con save. I mean, it's a giant, and it's only a DC of 16. So I'm assuming it's passing.
A 15.
Oh, he fails. He drops it.
As the sword drops from his hand and sinks to the fathoms below, you see something you thought you'd never see. Fear in his eyes.
I'm going to ride my dolphin up to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have it jump 30 feet into the air so that I'm eye to eye with him now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to jump off of the dolphin and attempt to land on his shoulder.
Okay. Acrobatics.
There we go. 15.
It's a little bit clumsy, but you manage to grab his beard hair and swing your legs around and land on his shoulder.
Perfect. Do I have enough movement to walk to his ear?
Yeah?
Good. One more time, and this will be my last offer of peace. Kneel.
Intimidation check.
Twelve.
See,
Can I
kind
give him the help action because I'm right there and I just hit him like 4 times in a I just hit the giant like 4 times in a row with my sword.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Go ahead and roll that with advantage, Nino.
19. It was better, thanks.
Yes.
You see that Colosian kind of looks wild-eyed, and the electricity dissipates from his hand as he drops one knee and hangs his head.
You have bested me. I will serve you.
Gamani, as you're sitting there watching this happen, you feel Syncrosi in your hands start to elongate and curve as the handle becomes a pole and the blade curves even further, and you hear in your head, "Vengeance doesn't become us, my dear, and neither does mercy." As you hold a scythe in your hand,
Holy shit.
Oh, okay.
Syncrosi having changed shape into an electric scythe, adorned with black feathers. Reap that which is what you need.
That's badass.
It's your turn, Gamani. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you choose to attack, it will crit, no matter what.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Do it, my daughter. Join me. The Dark Court awaits you. Take your place. Take your power. Protect your friends, your family, and this world. You must reap the evil.
I'm going to look at Nito and I'm gonna shake my head and I'm gonna say, we cannot allow evil to stand. Or kneel in this case. It's our job to wipe it out. And then I'm going to strike with my fancy new scythe.
All right.
DM, having been Syncrosi's owner for a while, am I aware of the attunement requirement?
You are aware that it requires to kill an elemental being.
Okay.
As Does anyone attempt to stop this as it's happening?
Grover's just standing there.
Nito?
No, not on a 7.
How do you want to do this, Kamani?
Kumani's just going to let out a... I'm not going to scream because that would suck for everybody's ears. But a battle cry. And I'm gonna swipe my blade across his carotid artery, right on his neck, deep into his skin. And as the blood gushes out, it just covers me head to toe. And I just scream in rage as he bleeds out.
And as the blood pours from him, turning to sea foam as it hits the water, the rain begins to die. And with that, we're out of combat. Gamani, you see yourself coated in this blood. And Syncrosi, the scythe in your hand. As you see the blood on you turn into a beautiful black color out your wrist, up your arm, turning into a long black feathery gown. Your wings remain attached to you. You have done well, daughter. You will be rewarded. You are my reaper. You will bring shame to the darkened and to the wanderer, because while they help lost souls to afterlives or back to their lives, you will send evil where it belongs. The abyss. Go with my blessing, daughter. Reaper of the Dark Court. So you all kind of slowly get back towards the ship. You find yourselves climbing back aboard as Inoki is standing above Aurora, spamming the heals into Aurora as she's just not responding.
I think I'm going to run over there as well.
Grover, as soon as he walks up, gets on the ship, he does not move.
Inoki, what are you doing as you see Nito run up to you?
I don't even notice Nito run up. All of my attention is focused on the Aurora in front of me. I am doing everything in my power and then some to try and keep this Aurora in front of me, no longer worrying about the other Aurora and what could possibly be happening right now. And tears are just streaming down my face as I think about the last time I was in this situation trying to keep someone alive and how I failed to save them.
Gamani, as you see Nito run off in that direction, you can smell the doors of death opening for someone over there.
I'm going to rush in that direction, just kind of wherever I feel like that sense is the strongest.
Okay.
I have a number of healing potions.
You are unsure of what the fuck's going on. You can see that Aurora is standing there right next to you. But Inoki's like sobbing at the floor, and Nito is trying to comfort Inoki as they're kind of looking over something. You see Aurora kind of standing there next to you.
What's going on? Who is it they're crying over?
As you kind of dip your head in, you can see Aurora laying there dying.
I'm going to crouch down and pull out a supreme healing potion.
Okay.
And I'd like to pour it down her throat.
Make a medicine check.
Oh, no.
At this point, Croker's going to walk over.
Oh, that's a 16.
You attempt to get her to swallow it, and her body isn't reacting. It's limp, unresponsive. Like, you can't get her to swallow. It's just pooling in her mouth. There's no inhale. There's no exhale. It's just stillness.
Do I know CPR?
You have a feeling you're past that point.
Do I
Well.
see Aurora leaning forward?
You do. Aurora kind of looks over at you, Gamani, as they're trying to help her. Inoki, what are you doing? What are you saying as this is happening? It's like Aurora's just unresponsive.
It's funny that you asked because I literally just pinged you in the chat asking if I could attempt something.
All right. Let me know what you're trying to, how you're trying to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna crouch down to Aurora and I'm gonna place my palm on her forehead and close my eyes and I'm trying to imagine time where Aurora was alive and well and, happy. And the first moment that comes to mind is shortly after I first met her, but instead my mind focuses on Mount Fest not too long ago, seeing Aurora and Callie together. And I'm just, I still don't really know how this works exactly, but I'm focusing on that memory of her, and I'm gonna try and call out to Aurora, search for some sort of response, anything to know that she's still okay. And I'm gonna try and reach her subconsciously.
You feel yourself tunnel into Albaharan, into Meltfest, back to Bokestad, Douglas. You see Aurora traveling along with you. You see yourselves back over at the Whitestone Inn when you first met. When you follow her, she becomes younger and younger, more innocent looking, less troubled and traumatized. You just see the lack of scars, the lack of worry, the lack of strain. And as it kind of starts to begin to slow down, you see a young 8-year-old girl alone in a room that's alabaster white. There's scrolls strewn across the table, singular bed, and on the end of the bed sits the young girl. She's dressed in white robes, and she's holding her arms and her legs really tight and close to her, and she's sobbing.
I'm going to approach her slowly and speak softly and hoping that she can hear me. Aurora?
She kind of looks up at you and says,
I don't have class right now, do I?
No. Do you know who I am?
Aren't you a teacher here?
No, nothing of the sort. I'm a friend.
kind of backs away a little bit at that.
Do you mean?
We know each other. I guess.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Let me not terrify and traumatize a child. How does a 21 sound?
You realize that you are looking at a similar thing that you were looking at with Cinna. This is the point where the wall to the heart is the thinnest. With Cinna, it was in the lighthouse. With Aurora, it's here. This is where the walls to her heart were the thinnest, and therefore where you were able to connect. You were seeing Aurora in the past and able to communicate with her heart to heart. You aren't physically here, but you are here in a subconscious kind of way.
Okay. I'm gonna try something really fucking stupid. So I'm gonna crouch down in front of Aurora. And I'm going to attempt to channel my cat traits. I want to showcase... Oh, there's an idea. I want to try and show her that I'm friendly and to be trusted before doing anything else. And I can't believe I'm about to ask this. Can I fucking purr?
I mean, yeah.
Do I need to roll anything?
No.
For
I mean, if you want to roll a performance check for how good of a purr it is, I guess.
that? Yeah, let me do that. 14.
I'm treating this like a calming speech, like not. Okay. She kind of relaxes a little bit.
This is like a dream, right?
Yeah, it's like a dream.
And you're a dream angel or something?
Yeah, you could say that.
I don't know what to do. Everyone expects so much of me, and I just want to be me, and I don't know how. I don't know where to start. I feel like I'm weak, and and I'm a failure. I'm nothing like my parents. They're all strong and courageous and brave and heroes. And
Okay,
I'm just a girl who likes books.
and that is okay. Trust me, you are certainly not failure. And you want to know a good place to start when it comes to being yourself? Do what you want. And be your own person. Trust me.
I don't
do
know
trust
if I have the strength to keep trying that. Maybe it's just easier if I just do what people want me to.
Well, I suppose it could be easier. That I know from experience that won't be enough to make you happy. You won't feel fulfilled, you know? It's okay to not always know if you've got the strength, but you will. Want to know how I know that?
Uh,
Because I believe in you. And so anything is possible. Even if you can't believe in yourself, I'll do it for you. So you'll always have someone believing in you.
How do I be strong?
Well, acknowledge your fears, face them, and never give up, even when things feel impossible.
I understand. I think I'm going to wake up soon. But, well, seeing as how this is a dream, I'd like to show you something.
Of course, you can show me anything.
She walks over off her bed to an easel in the corner. She pulls down the tarp on top of it, and you can see a charcoal painting of Aurora as you know her. White magic emblazoned all over her hands, binding a being of dark black ichor atop a black tower amidst a dark city.
I hope I can be that brave soon. I think I have to die to get there.
I'm gonna turn from the painting and look back at her. Are you sure of that?
No, I trust that I have friends when this time comes, like you, who believe in me and will be there for me.
Of
So
course,
I
you'll
need
never
to
be
be
alone.
strong for them, so they can be strong for me.
Hey, I believe in you.
I think it's time to wake up now.
Okay. I'll see
Thank
you
you.
again, okay?
Thank you for believing in me.
Of course.
And as you fade away from this memory, from this heart, you reappear, your consciousness coming back to aboard the ship, kneeling at Aurora as her body begins to meld into black ichor and spiral into the deck, disappearing.
I'm just going to kneel on the deck of the ship, staring at where Aurora was. And I'm just full on ugly crying, except I'm not even making a sound. It's twice
Nito.
now. Someone has died in my arms.
Nito, Gamani, what do you
Mhm.
two do after you see this?
So we see her melt into black ichor.
And spiral into the deck?
I'm gonna drop to my knees and wrap Anoki in my arms.
Can't have gotten Aurora too. No.
I see this.
You do. You're standing a little bit behind everybody, but you see them all reacting, and you see Aurora's body gone.
I walk up to the Aurora standing.
Aurora is no longer there.
There's no.
There's no Aurora. That Aurora started to fade when Aurora began to die.
I walk over, and there is. I'm not hiding it. There is still sadness and anger in my voice.
I'm sorry, but we have to go.
I just walk away.
You see that
Is there
Captain
any
Kipe
part-
is Captain Kipe is kind of holding her side and steering the ship as the winds still pull you all along.
I'm gonna walk up.
Captain,
Hi. Oh,
permission to take the wheel.
I think I could use the rest.
and
How are
I'm gonna
you-
take the-
How
I'm
are your
just gonna-
allies?
I'm gonna look her in the eyes, and she's gonna see the sadness and anger.
I understand. I'll be down below decks.
And I'm gonna try to turn the ship in the direction that we're in. And just go quiet for a little bit, watching the through. And quietly, I'm gonna say,
I don't care who's listening. I don't care if you're angry at me. She didn't deserve that.
And as the ship chugs along towards Douglas, Nito, Anoki, Gamani, as Trover's sailing you all towards what you know to be a great conflict. Gamani, what you can sense to be a surreal amount of death. That the doors of death are stuck open to make sure that all those lost flow right into the abyss, into the spiraling black. No one's getting a good afterlife. Not where you all are heading. What do the three of you do?
Well,
I'm gonna rub Anoki's back and and kind of discreetly wipe away my own tears. Just shaking my head, staring at the place where Aurora used to be.
I am just completely numbed out, tear-stained face, and I'm going to do the typical anime protagonist thing and vow to become more powerful to keep other people I care about. And also swear vengeance, because, gotta have that.
Nito, what are you doing?
First thing I'm going to do, where Aurora was, is there anything left? A scrap of cloth from her outfit, a hair, anything?
The only thing that remains there is the mark on the deck. The burned acidic spiral.
I'm going to get up. I'm first going to lean over the side of the ship. Dolphin, friend, I don't know if you can hear me, but thank you for your help.
You see that it breaches the surface. Huh? Yeah, man. Just call on me if you need me. Name's Delphin, by the way.
Cool, Del. Can I call you Del?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Del, so is this what you meant by my last moment would be in the water? Did I die? Am I dead?
You're not the same person. Who you were before is gone to the depths. Who stands aboard the deck of this ship now? That's the king of the deep. That's Charybdis. That's not just Nito Ademi anymore.
Shot in the dark here. Do you know why I have magic associated with Arcadia? How I was able to summon you, how I'm able to use the wisteria blossoms to heal wounds?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty simple. Got a little bit of blood in you.
I have all of my blood in me.
You got a little bit of magic blood in you.
Yes, I can do magic, but
All right, I'm gonna put this in a way that I think you'll understand, sire. It says kind of
mockingly.
Somebody, one of your ancestors, long ago, in the realm of Arcadia, shagged a fae.
I'll look at the dolphin. I look back at Trover. He's really old, and I think he might be my grandpa. Was it him?
I don't know. You should go ask him if he's ever shagged a fae. Well, I will see you later, sire. I will make sure your throne is polished and get you a plate of grapes, too. Or do you prefer cherry tomatoes? Yeah, I feel like you're the kind of person that would eat cherry tomatoes while a battle is going on.
Wait, I have a throne.
Yeah.
In Arcadia?
Hmm.
Or in the water? No. Okay.
Yeah, it is in the water, I guess.
I don't like the way you said that.
Well, as soon as you're ready, follow the currents.
Like the berry?
The currents.
Yes. Yes, current.
The ocean current.
There's a lot of those.
There are. But you'll know which one to take.
Thank you for your service. And if you're going back to Arcadia, if you see Girix, tell him there's a big battle coming up. We might need his services.
Well, I will be sure to pass the message, sire.
Thank you for all your help. And being awesome.
Sure thing. And remember, if you need me, just ask for Delphin.
Delphin, will do. And I think when he leaves, I'm gonna go and try and find Boop somewhere, hoping that she survived this nonsense.
As you head down below decks, you see Boop has many of the sailors lined up on pots and is treating them kind of fast-paced, moving around as she kind of like squeezes past you and says, "Hey, kid, you're gonna have to give me a minute."
I can help with this.
Oh, you medic?
Yeah, this is gonna be a kind of a twofer. I'm gonna help them, and I need you to tell me why I can do this. And Nito will use the last bit of his Balm of some Court, and you notice just out of nowhere, middle of the sea, these beautiful purple and white wisteria blossoms kind of spiral up from the ground around him, and then just glow a little bit as he touches one of the sailors near him and heals him up.
She kind of stands up straight and resumes her Vanai form. She kind of looks at you and says, "Oh, that."
This is Arcadian magic.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You recognize it.
Yep.
Okay. How? Why? Who?
Maybe this is a sit down and have a drink conversation? I'm just saying.
I immediately blow all of my spell slots just healing these soldiers. I have 4 firsts, 2 seconds, and 3 thirds. I'm cure wounding everyone. Well, if that's taken care of, to the bar?
The bar. No, my cabin.
Lead the
And
way.
she heads into the first mate's cabin, leaves the door open for you, and sits down in her chair at the desk. And there's a chair opposite side her. She pops open a bottle of which you realize to be a Fey wine. Honestly, I wasn't sure if anything would happen to you about it.
Is this a normal thing in our family line?
No, it's not.
And how do you have Fey alcohol?
That was from your grandmother.
My grandmother, you, or my
No.
other grandmother?
Your other, your other grandmother.
Mom's mom? No, Dad's mom.
No,
Mom's mom?
yeah.
Okay.
You do know which grandmother I am, right? Like you remember?
No, I am incredibly. I had my head smashed against the side of the ship. I'm pretty sure I have several concussions. Should really talk to Kevin about that.
I
He knows what to
am
do.
your mother's mother.
Okay. So Dad's mom
No.
means. Wait. What?
Can I get an intelligence saving throw from Ito?
Nito got a 15. He's not following any of this at all, but I guess he is now. 15. Okay.
You hearken back to a conversation that you had with Rena when you found out that Rena was gay, and Rena came to you for advice with their changing biology.
Mm-hmm.
And you harken back to that conversation and learning, because you didn't know at the time, that Vanai can
clownfish.
can change sex.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So Mom's other mom.
Yes, my wife.
You're married?
Yes. Although I do only see her every autumn.
Why?
That's a long story. Let's start with the fact that your grandmother's name is Rhiannon. Rhiannon Sehi.
Rhiannon Sehi. Can I get that written in chat for me?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Grandma Rhiannon. Okay. Rhiannon. Okay.
For those of you at home, it is pronounced
That's.
like this.
It's very fucking Scottish looking.
Lanchi.
Lunch. Okay.
And I
And
only
why
see her
can you only stay here for a couple months?
because that's the only time that I'm permitted in Arcadia.
Are you a pirate there too?
No. No, you see, Lennon has duties and obligations. Can't spend her whole life with me like I wish, so I go and spend time with her during the autumn.
What kind of duties would keep one from being with their own wife?
She is a member of the Autumn Court.
I met the Autumn. We met the Autumn Princess, right?
You did.
Wait. I've met the Autumn Princess. We had
Yes.
lunch together.
Yes, that's not who I speak of.
Yes,
No,
but
my wife is the Fey Mistress of Beauty. She is.
sounds amazing.
She is amazing. She inspires artists, musicians.
Is that why I can summon animals with my ocarina?
Yes, you see, there are many names that commoners know Lennon by. Musai, the Muse. It was said once that a painter had grown so in love with her, so infatuated by her beauty, he painted her again and again and again, but could never capture it. A brilliant painter, but could never capture what he saw. It drove him so mad he cut off his own ear.
That sounds odd. Why his ear? Can Mom do this?
No. That's why I didn't think it'd be important.
I wonder if Rena can do it.
Who's Rena?
Oh, my sister, their other child, Rena.
Well, unless they took part in something Fey, they wouldn't have their abilities awakened. Usually
Like
it requires...
Food?
You didn't eat in Arcadia, did you?
I was offered several snacks while we were at lunch.
And you took them?
I was hungry.
Did your parents teach you nothing?
About Faye? No.
Like,
I mean, I know that
growing-
Arcadia exists.
growing up, you learn. That's one of the first things you learn is you don't take anything from the Fae.
But they said it was lunchtime.
I'm beginning to see. I'm beginning to see why you're in this situation.
The Autumn Princess was very nice. She said it was lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
She
And
asked
now-
if I could. She asked if I could do her several favors, like pouring her tea and grabbing a snack for her.
You agreed to favors. Let me put this plainly to you, Nito. You have Fae blood in you. You owe the same Fae who would be your royal leader favors. In addition to all that, you have just amassed an immense amount of power. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I can smell dark Fae aboard deck too.
I don't know if that's me. I had some chili earlier.
Nito,
But also apparently I'm called Charybdis now.
I don't really know what that means.
So when we were fighting, there was a giant mouth in the ocean, and I was dead. And then the dragonfish came to me, and I kind of absorbed the giant mouth.
Okay. So that makes you the giant mouth man.
Apparently, I don't know. Stuff just keeps happening, and I'm kind of just here, and I'm terrified, Grandma. I keep dying. I keep losing people. We just lost Aurora. I don't know what to do anymore. I just wanted to go on an adventure and collect some stories and write them down for Rena to read to her at bedtime. I didn't sign up for all of this. I didn't sign up to save the world.
And yet, that is the task that lays before you.
But I keep failing. I've lost. Alba Heron has been burned to the ground because I wasn't strong enough. Just like Skaldarin was burned to the ground last time we were there. Just like Cult, my hometown, was burned to the ground.
Are you going to lose another city?
I'm not strong enough to defend the city. Clearly, no matter how much power I have, it's never enough.
She sits her glass down and looks up at you. Listen, Nito. I ran away from problems. All the time. Things got too difficult, I ran.
You just ran?
I ran. I left. Things
So
got too
far
difficult.
away.
So why don't you do that now? You can leave. Run. Get away. You can be safe and live another day. And you won't have to think about what happened to them because it won't matter to you, right?
Inoki's going to be there. Oh, I haven't introduced you, have I? Inoki, the Cauldron-born up there, the Bakaneko. They're kind of well, they're one of my lovers. I hold them very dear in my heart. The giant bear, Nikita, is basically our adopted son. I can't abandon them.
And you won't.
What happens when I fail again and something happens to them? Or
You-
Revna, my
You
I
won't.
should have told you I have a wife up in Scaldarin as well.
And are you going to let the world be succumbed to darkness? Or are you going to give everything that you have?
And what happens when everything isn't enough again?
Hey, Dianito. I wish I could have seen you grow from a little boy to the fine young man that I see before me today. Idiotic, yes, but fine. And as your grandma, I am proud of you. But I know that there is something weighing heavily on your heart. I can see it here. I can hear it in your tone.
Mm.
And it's not your failures. It's not the threat of the necromancer Darns, or it's not what may happen. It's self-doubt and worry. Not because you don't think you have what it takes, but because you believe. You believe that you can't be who they're asking for, what they need. You know you have what it takes, but you don't think that you can be inspiring enough. So let me tell you, my dear grandson, that I have seen my fair share of battles and wars in time. I have seen friends and loved ones fall, and I have seen victory snatched from the jaws of defeat. And through it all, I have learned one thing, that there is no greater weapon than courage. Courage is what separates the heroes from the cowards. It is what drives us to face our fears and to stand up against injustice, to fight for what we believe in. And I know that you have that courage within you. I have seen it the way you stand up for what is right, in the way you protect those around you. But now is the time to unleash that courage, my dear grandson. Now is the time to face your greatest challenge yet, yourself. Doranzor may be powerful, he may be ruthless, but he is not invincible. And with the courage that I know you possess, you can overcome him. Remember, Nito, that you are not alone. You have friends, allies, who will stand with you. You have the wisdom and experience of your elders to guide you. And most of all, you have the strength and courage within yourself. So go forth, my dear Nito. Call upon the sea, call upon the Fae, call upon your friends, your allies, your family, all that which you have experienced to the point you are now. Face your enemy with your head held high. Fight with all your might, and never give up. Because I know that when you stand victorious, and you have vanquished Doranzor from this land and lead us into a new age of peace.
Wasn't the Age of Peace like a long time ago?
A new age of peace, Nito.
I don't think they can double up on the names. We're gonna have to think of something else. I don't know how that works. I can try. Would Grandma, would the Autumn Court be able to assist us in any way?
She already has. Do you think that the magic you wield, do you think that comes from the air? The water?
No, just... It kind of just comes from around the planet itself when I do it. Just
You
kind
are
of
connected
happens.
to Xian. You are connected to her. She is a water fae. A siren. A muse. She has been with you the whole time. As you hear the water erupt outside, you run up and you see Molly.
Nito just like looks at Molly, back to Boop, looks at Molly, back to Boop. Wait, the dinosaur?
She can take whatever form she likes, same as me. And don't judge.
I'm not judging.
Don't kink shame your grandma.
I'm just trying to understand the dynamics. Is all.
Do you want me to illustrate it for you, Nito? Do you want me to explain it to you? I can describe it for you.
Grandma, not looking at Boop, looking at Molly. Grandma,
She's offering you a faster ride if you and your friends would like to take it.
Anoki, Trova, Kamani, I got us a lift.
I'll be right there, but I'm gonna wait for somebody to take over the wheel.
And then I think right before I hit that, I'll go to Boop, give her a big hug. Next autumn, we're all going to Arcadia together. Deal?
Sounds like a deal, grandson. Now go kick some goo ass.
Also, do you know Girex?
The chicken?
And honestly, he's kind of a friend!
He officiated my wedding! As you jump off the side of the ship onto Molly, Trover, one of the sailors comes up and grabs the wheel for you as you all head off to board the plesiosaur. Oh, sorry, mosasaur.
But
I was about to say, she's a mosasaur, damn it!
before I jump off the ship a little bit,
Before you jump off the ship, what?
yeah, I'm gonna look at Boop.
Make sure Calliope's okay.
Will do.
Please.
We're going to continue sailing to Douglas, and might be able to support you from the bay.
And
Thank you. I'm just gonna jump off the ship.
As you all climb aboard Molly, the mosasaur, aka Nito's other grandma, you bring through the water incredibly fast. The ship's being left behind you into a dot. What are you guys doing as you're on the back of Molly and you hear the wind lapping incredibly fast? Anoki, what's going through your mind as this is happening?
Well, at this point, all that's left, raw, unfiltered rage. Mainly at myself for my inability to do a goddamn thing to save or dying in front. But more so at those who put us in this position in the first place.
Kamani, what's going on in your head as you're on the back of Molly the Mosasaur on your way to face Daranzor?
I'm probably inspecting my new weapon. And thinking over all the conversations that I've had with the queen of the Dark Court, and thinking about how my life has changed from endless charities and and parties and museums to fighting monsters and now to saving the world is insane. And I'd probably look around wishing that Briar was here with me. sending happy thoughts off to our daughter, or our child, sorry, back home in Douglas. And I'm also holding on for dear life because I'm on the back of a dinosaur, and that's a little weird.
And Trover, what's going on in your head?
My eyes are. I look up at Inoki, look down. In my head, you see an image of Eve. And in the wind, to where no one can hear it, I am no longer wailing. I have something else I must do. To talk. If it costs me them.
As you all zip along Molly towards Douglas, you can see it fast approaching. You can see it in flames. You can see a small bubble around the university ward as you're hurtling towards the bay. The night sky shines brilliant colors in the stars. Green, blue, purple, red, yellow. And you see a face. One that you, Inoki, and you, Trover, both recognize. Glittering amongst the constellations. And you hear these few words.
And now the circle ends. Do what must be done, and all will be made right.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session of Flavored Enemy, Tales of Ettore. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time for episode 40, Burnt Black.